Hello, future crypto millionaires. This is another episode of Crypto Blitz. We are going to do technical analysis and price prediction on 15 different altcoins, AI tokens, meme coins, RWA, DePIN, all that good stuff. I am going to go through them real quick. Before we begin, check the link in the description below, guys. The new VIP group is live. We're giving an 80% off limited offer only to the first members who join. This is only for the founding members, and in this group, in the VIP, you can find all the alpha that you need to know in order to make it in this cycle. Look, these are just a few examples of what we've been doing in the group, guys. HBAR 139%, Turbo, Bonk, Cardano 70%, Stellar XLM 110%, XRP, Gala, Algo 1 inch. And these are just a few examples, guys. We have been killing it in the group. We do this over and over and over again. So please do me a solid and subscribe to the YouTube channel, click the like button, and if you're not ready to join the VIP, you can join the free Telegram group where I post free trading setups every single day. Let's get straight into it. We are going to start with Dogecoin, guys, the king of meme coins. I gave you another setup on this, guys, like a week ago, and as you see, the price action broke above this descending yellow trend line that has been acting as resistance. I gave you this setup before the price action breaks out, guys, when it was moving below this descending yellow trend line. As you see here, after the breakout and retest, Dogecoin pumped over 83%. This is what we do in the group, guys. Click the link in the description below and join as soon as possible. Now, as you see here, guys, we have a beautiful pattern going on. Look at this. We have a beautiful double bottom idea. The neckline for this double bottom idea is located at 26 cents. If we zoom in a little bit so you can see this better, the price action broke above the neckline and now we are pulling back. What we want to see is a retest, turning that previous key level of resistance into new support. After we clear this resistance, guys, sky's the limit. Dogecoin is going to skyrocket. Now, I just posted this on my VIP group and I cannot share the rest of the targets with you because that's not going to be fair. However, if you take the distance from the neckline to the lowest point of this double bottom idea, and then you take this distance and you put it right at the neckline on the breakout point, the target for Dogecoin is approximately at 38 cents, 0.3894. So, this is what I expect to see out of Dogecoin in the coming weeks and months. Next, we have Bread. Bread broke out of this descending channel. And we got this move also, guys. Look at this. After the breakout, Bread saw a very nice move of over 65%. Now, it has broken above these previous resistance levels. What we want to see is the price action to stay above it. Of course, altcoins have been performing really, really well recently. And we expect to see a pullback sooner or later, some kind of a cool-off before the next leg up. So what I am doing right now is I am watching for a bounce, guys. If we see a pullback here, I'm watching for a bounce at this first key level of support that's located at 0.060. Then we have 0.056. And if we see an even deeper pullback, if Bread breaks below this ascending yellow trend line that has been acting as support, we might see a deeper pullback all the way down here to 0.044. I don't think that we are going to break below this support, guys. If this bullish momentum continues when it comes to altcoins, I think this is the deepest that we can go right now. And if the bullish momentum continues after the pullback or right now, these are the targets for Bread for the coming weeks. The first one is located at 0.072. That's approximately a measured move of 13%. And the next target is located at 0.091. That's approximately a 44% move. If we zoom out a little bit, we see that we have some rounding bottom ideas, guys. Let me show you this. Look at this. This is the first rounding bottom. And then we have another one here. And what's the motto in the group, guys? Rounding bottoms pay the bills. You know how it goes. These rounding bottoms are very, very bullish, guys. Okay? Eventually, what I want to see is the price action to start getting closer to this neckline that's located at 0.091. And then I want to see a breakout above it. Maybe a retest, turning that previous key level of resistance into new support. And then boom, explosion, right? The target is all the way up to 15 cents, maybe 18 cents. Let's see, if we take the distance from the neckline to the lowest point of this first rounding bottom right here, and we move that to the breakout level, yeah, the target of this is at 15 cents. From the current price levels to this target, guys, if this plays out, that's approximately a 146% move. That's an amazing move out of bread. Of course, bread might have more upside. We just have to wait and see. Next, SPX 6900. As you see here, we have a beautiful head and shoulders pattern. This is the head, this is the right shoulder, this is the left shoulder. And the neckline for this head and shoulders pattern is located at $1.64. As you see here, the price action broke above the neckline. Then we came back and had a retest, turning that previous key level of resistance into new support, and then boom, another continuation move to the upside. If the price action pulls back here again, that can potentially be a very good buying opportunity, guys. So watch for another retest, watch for a bounce here, okay? The next target is located at $2.46. That's approximately a measured move of 29% from the current price levels. Of course, if we see a pullback, this measured move is going to become even greater. That's a 50% move. That's why this pullback can potentially be a very good buying opportunity. I hope we get a pullback, guys. Of course, I have more targets when it comes to SPX and the rest of altcoins that we talked about earlier, but if you want to find the rest of the targets, you gotta join the VIP. We have been killing it in the group. Make sure that you click the link in the description below and join as soon as possible. This is where we post all the alpha. So this head and shoulders pattern looks really, really bullish to me, and it's playing out perfectly, guys. We saw the breakout, we saw the retest continuation move to the upside. So SPX 6900 looks amazing. I'm not going to zoom out, but I'm going to make more videos in the coming weeks. So make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss any of those. Next, another meme coin is DEGEN. Last setup that I gave you on DEGEN, guys, was after this cup and handle pattern. Look at this, guys. People were sending me thank you messages. We saw an amazing move of over 331%. Then traders and investors took profits here, and the price action pulled back, started downtrending, moving inside this descending channel that I have here on the chart. After we broke out of this descending channel, guys, the price action didn't do much, okay? We've seen some kind of consolidation. We saw a very nice pump right here and a rejection at the 1-day 200 SMA, which was expected, right? But now, as you see here, the price action is moving along the 1-day 200 SMA. So what we want to see is the price action to break above it, which I think if you zoom in, you can see that the price action has broken above it already. So we want to see the price action staying above it, and we want to see this 200 SMA to start trending upwards and the price action to start bouncing on top of it. This is the definition of a markup phase, okay? That's why we want to see that. Now, let me zoom out again. These are not the right targets, guys, okay? These were the targets for the previous setup that I gave you, but I made a lot of videos on DEGEN and I posted the good technical analysis on my VIP group. So if you want to join that one, you can find all the targets for DEGEN over there, okay? Now, the first thing that I want to see is the price action to break above that 200 SMA and then another move to the upside heading closer to that previous neckline of this cup and handle pattern. I think it's going to happen sooner or later. And pay attention to DEGEN, guys, because DEGEN, when it starts to move, it pulls some crazy explosive moves to the upside. It brings a lot of gains into our pocket and it moves fast, okay? So set your alerts and be ready for this. It looks like it has found a bottom and it's one of my favorite altcoins, guys, DEGEN. Next, VELO. This is VELO protocol, guys. We are looking at the 2-hour chart, and as you see here, VELO has been pumping. It found bottom all the way down here, ranging between 0.0087 and 0.014. It stayed here for a while. That was like 3 or 4 months. But as you see, the price action broke above that resistance that's located at 0.014, and then we saw a very nice move to the upside. Now, if you zoom in, also notice that the price action broke above this 200 SMA. This is the daily one, right? Okay. So the price action broke above the 200 SMA, and right now we have to be careful, guys, because if the price action breaks below this ascending yellow trend line that I have here on the chart, we might see further downside. We might see another move all the way down here to that previous resistance and a retest here trying to turn it into new support. So watch for a bounce at this level at 0.014. The next target when it comes to VELO, guys, is located at 0.023. That's a measured move of approximately 19%. Next target, 0.027, that's approximately a 37% move. Next, it's 0.029, and that's approximately a 50% move. Now, I have a lot of targets when it comes to VELO, guys. It's one of my favorite tokens, but I'm not going to share them here with you because this is VIP technical analysis, and it's not fair because, you know, other people have joined the channel for this alpha, so you can get that for free, okay? So make sure that you click the link in the description below and join. VELO looks amazing, guys. It's pulling a rounding bottom. Look at this, guys. I just saw that. Let me see if I can draw that for you. Look at this. Something like that, right? So even if we see a rejection here, it's very possible that we might be forming something like a cup and handle idea, right? Let's see if this is going to play out, guys. We might see the price action breaking below this ascending yellow trend line that I have here on the chart, and we might see a pullback all the way down here, turning that previous horizontal level of resistance into new support, and then something like this, before we see that huge breakout above this neckline right here. But this is just an idea, right? It doesn't mean that it's going to happen. We might see an even greater cap like this. It depends on Bitcoin. It depends on the total 3 and the rest of the market, right? So watch VELO, guys. VELO is one of my favorite altcoins. Next, TAO. TAO has been moving inside this triangle pattern. We have this lower ascending yellow trend line that has been acting as support. As you see here, the price action bounced here again. And also we have this upper horizontal resistance trend line where the price action has been getting rejected. We got rejected here, for example, then again, resistance, rejection after rejection. So again, as long as the price action is moving inside the pattern, we have to assume that it's going to continue moving inside the pattern until it breaks out. If it breaks out to the upside, I am going to long this. This resistance is located at $503. So watch for a break above this resistance so you can open a long position. But if the price action breaks below this triangle pattern, then I am going to be watching for a bounce at the support level that's located at $317. And if we break below this, the next key level of support is located at $171. Now, the target, if this breaks to the upside, the next target is located at $713, and that's approximately a measured move of 43% after the breakout. Of course, I have many more targets when it comes to TAO, but you have to join the VIP in order to find them. TAO, don't sleep on it, guys. It looks bullish, right? It looks like it has been consolidating and moving sideways, but I think that TAO is going to pull a huge move when alt season kicks in, okay? So watch it. Next, APE. This is APE coin. We have a very nice cup and handle pattern. Rounding bottoms pay the bills, guys. The neckline is this descending yellow trend line that I have here on the chart, but in terms of a horizontal resistance, it's located at 0.7498. So what I'm doing with this is I am watching closely and waiting for the price action to break above this yellow trend line or the horizontal resistance that's located at 74 cents. So I can buy the breakout, scale in on the retest, wait for continuation, move to the upside so I can take some profits when the price action hits the rest of the targets that I have here on the chart. Again, I have many more targets here for you, but you have to join the VIP. The first target is located at 78 cents, and from the breakout to this first target, that's approximately a measured move of 6.72%. Okay, the second target is located at 0.83, and that's a measured move of 13%. Now, as you see here, we haven't seen a breakout yet. The price action is moving below the neckline. So for those of you who want to trade this in a more aggressive manner, trying to front run the break above this cup and handle neckline, what I would do is I would wait for a pullback, and if I see a deep pullback all the way down here to this blue horizontal level of supports, I am going to be watching for a bounce here, okay? This is how you can front run the break above the neckline. But remember, trying to front run the breakout is always riskier. Safest way is to buy the breakout. However, when you try to front run a breakout, that can be more profitable, okay? So if you get a bounce all the way down here, that's a measured move of 27% to the second target that I have here on the chart. That's located at 83 cents. Next, IOST. We are looking at the 8-hour chart. As you see here, we had this descending yellow trend line that had been acting as a resistance. We got rejected here, for example, another rejection, again and again. But look at this. The price action broke out, guys, and we are currently pulling back. The price action pumped over, what is this, 40%. Then traders and investors took profits here, and the price action pulled back. We broke below that previous key level of resistance that's located at 0.0045, and therefore this horizontal level acts as a resistance again. So the price action is pulling back, and if the altcoin market experiences a pullback in the coming hours or days, then we might see a move to the downside and a retest of this previous key horizontal level of resistance, trying to turn it into new support that's located at 0.003894. So if we see a pullback, guys, this can potentially be a very good buying opportunity. If we see a pullback and we get a very nice entry all the way down here, the measured move to the first target is 16% move, 17% move, and to the second target that I have here on the chart, that's a 45% move. Again, if you want to find the rest of the targets, make sure that you click the link in the description below and join the VIP. Next, optimism. Optimism has this huge falling wedge pattern going on. As you see, we have this lower descending yellow trend line that has been acting as support. The price action bounce here, for example, another bounce, another bounce, another bounce, over and over again. We love bouncing. And also we have this upper descending yellow trend line that has been acting as a resistance. We got rejected here, we got rejected here. As you see, the price action broke above this descending yellow trend line that I have here on the chart that has been acting as a resistance. This one here, we got rejected. Then again, but here we broke out. So I expect to see optimism heading closer to this upper descending yellow trend line of this huge falling wedge pattern sooner or later. But since we have been getting rejected here, guys, it's very possible that we might see another rejection. Remember, as long as the price action is moving inside the pattern, we have to assume that it's going to continue moving inside the pattern until it breaks out. Since we haven't seen a confirmed breakout yet, we have to assume that this downtrend is going to continue. So the safest option here is to wait for a breakout to occur, okay? Now, if we see a rejection when the price action comes closer to this upper resistance, and we see a pullback, I am going to be watching for a bounce at this horizontal key level of support that's located at 48 cents. If we lose this support, then the next key level of support that I am going to be watching is this lower descending yellow trend line. But as you see here, guys, there is not enough room for the price action to move inside this huge falling wedge pattern. So technically, I expect this to break to the upside sooner or later. These falling wedges have a very high chance of breaking to the upside, guys, 65 to 70% chance of breaking to the upside. So after the breakout, the next target that I am watching for to take some profits is $1.16. That's approximately a measured move of 44% from the current price levels. And then the last target that I am going to share here with you is $1.90. That's a 137% move. Next altcoin is DOGE. Look at this, guys. We have this double bottom idea going on. There is a descending yellow trend line that has been acting as resistance. As you see, the price action got rejected here, then again, but we saw a very nice breakout. And I don't know if you saw this already, guys, but we have this very nice, beautiful pattern going on. We talked about this earlier. Double bottom idea, these two rounding bottoms, and the neckline of this is located at 26 cents. The price action hasn't broken above this neckline yet, guys. So sooner or later, what I really want to see is the price action to break above this neckline, then come back and have a retest, and then boom, explosive move to the upside. The next target after that is located at $30.73, and that's approximately a measured move of 18%. Those of you who want to trade this in a more aggressive manner, an idea that I have is that if the altcoin market pulls back and then the price action breaks below that 1-day 200 SMA, as you see here, then we might get a pullback and a retest of this previous descending yellow trend line that had been acting as a resistance, trying to turn it into support. So watch for a bounce here, guys. This can potentially be a very good buying opportunity, trying to front run the breakout above the neckline of this double bottom idea. Thus, don't sleep on it. Next, COTI, one of my favorite. Look at this, guys. We have this descending yellow trend line that has been acting as resistance. We got rejected here, for example, then again, and again, and again, but we broke above it. So this was technically a very beautiful head and shoulders pattern. In the middle, right here, we have the head. Then right here, we have the left shoulder. And on the right, we have the right shoulder. We've broken above both of these previous horizontal key levels of resistance. As you see here, after we saw a breakout, we saw a very nice breakout, then a retest, turning that previous resistance yellow trend line into support, and then boom, explosive move to the upside. And we broke above these two targets. The first one was located at 0.063 and the second one at 0.066. So now, what's the target for this, guys? I'm not going to give you the rest of support level and resistance, but I am going to give you a short-term price prediction. If you take the distance from the neckline to the lowest point of the head and then move it right at the neckline, boom, I have a target here for you. That's approximately at 0.079. And we didn't do this correctly, actually, guys, because you have to draw the distance, okay, which is a vertical line like this, and then do it like that. Yeah, it's approximately there. 0.079 short-term target for COTI. Beautiful setup. These patterns, guys, when they occur at the end of a downtrend, as you see here, the price action has been downtrending, and then we saw this pattern. This pattern acts as a reversal pattern, so this can potentially be the beginning of a change of trend from a downtrend to an uptrend, and that's why these patterns are very, very important. Next, Polkadot. Again, we have many setups that look like this, guys, right? We have this descending yellow trend line that has been acting as resistance. The price action got rejected here, for example, another rejection here, and we are currently testing this, right? So we want to see a breakout above this descending yellow trend line so we can buy the breakout, scale on the retest, wait for continuation, move to the upside so we can take some profits when the price action hits the rest of the targets. The next target is located at $5.26, right? That's approximately a measured move of 15% from the current price level. So watch for a breakout here, guys. The bigger idea when it comes to Polkadot. I know many people hate this token, and I received some bad comments when it comes to Polkadot, but this setup looks bullish, guys. Look at this. We have a double bottom idea again, and we love these double bottom patterns. If this plays out, guys, and the price action manages to come closer to the neckline that's located at $5.26, then we might see a breakout above it. And the target for this double bottom idea is approximately, if you take the distance again and you move it right at the breakout level, $7.33. Okay, that's the short-term target when it comes to Polkadot. Now, this is EIGEN. I think it's called EIGEN layer or something like that, right? This is the ticker. You can look it up. Again, look at this, guys. Look at this. We love these rounding bottoms. Boom. Cup and handle pattern, right? It looks like it. It hasn't broken above the neckline yet, so set your alerts and wait for a breakout. This is what I'm doing. I am watching and waiting carefully for the price action to break above the neckline that's located at $1.70, so I can buy the breakout, scale it on the retest, wait for continuation, move to the upside so I can take some profits when the price action hits the next target that's located at $2.17. That's approximately a measured move of 27% after the breakout. Again, if you want to find the rest of the targets and all the alpha that we post in the VIP group, check the link in the description below and join the group. It costs less than a cup of coffee, guys, less than 65 cents per day for the few first members that are going to join. This is a limited offer. Don't miss it. Again, guys, reversal pattern again, right? After this downtrend right here, we saw this cup and handle pattern. So this can potentially be the beginning of a change of trend. So you know what that means. If you don't know, join the VIP. We have all the courses and all the alpha that you need to know in order to learn all that kind of stuff and take advantage not only of the crypto market, but also stocks and any other market that you wish. XAI, we are looking at the 4-hour chart. Let me change this. This is wrong. And as you see here, the price action broke above this descending yellow trend line that had been acting as resistance. We had some kind of a falling wedge pattern right here. And I gave you the setup actually, guys, when the price action was moving inside this falling wedge pattern, and the VIP members got that entry and made some money until now. That's a 42% move from the breakout to the current price levels. Now we have another triangle pattern. This is an ascending triangle, and what I'm doing with this is I am watching for a breakout above this horizontal resistance that's located around 0.068 again, so I can buy the breakout, scale on the retest, wait for continuation, move to the upside. Those who want to trade this in a more aggressive manner, if the price action gets rejected here and we see a pullback, consider opening a long position when you see a bounce at this lower ascending yellow trend line that has been acting as support. As you see, we saw a bounce here, another bounce, so it's very possible that we might see another bounce here. This pattern can break to the downside also, but remember, in terms of probabilities, this is a continuation pattern, a bullish continuation pattern, and therefore it has a very high chance of breaking to the upside. So take that into consideration. Also, if you zoom out, guys, again, look at this. We have another double bottom idea. Let me draw this so you can see this better. One rounding bottom right here, and then we might complete another one, right? Beautiful pattern. So if this pattern plays out, guys, in order for this pattern to play out, we need the price action to break above this ascending triangle and then start moving higher. Maybe we see another continuation pattern here. And then when we get closer to the neckline that's located at 10 cents, I want to see a breakout, a retest, turning that previous resistance into new support, and then boom, explosive move to the upside. Let me give you a target here for this. If you take the distance and the lowest point, you move to the breakout, we might see XAI hitting 16 cents sooner or later, right? Very, very possible. And again, this double bottom idea, guys, it's a reversal pattern, right? After the downtrend. This can possibly be the beginning of a change of trend from this downtrend after this consolidation and uptrend. So watch it. The setup looks amazing, guys. XAI. Don't sleep on it. Last setup is Move, guys. I gave this to my VIP group recently. Of course, I gave them more targets, so make sure that you join, right? We have been killing in the group. Look at this, guys. HBAR, 139%. Cardano, 70%. Bonk, 70%, right? All these setups played out perfectly, and this is not luck, guys. We have been doing this over and over again. So when it comes to Move, this is movement, I think, right? We had this huge falling wedge pattern. We broke above it. Since then, we haven't seen an explosive move to the upside. We've seen some kind of consolidation, right? And then we have this lower ascending yellow trend line that has been acting as support. As you see, the price action bounce here again. And this upper resistance, horizontal resistance, that's located at 19 cents. So the price action has gotten rejected here multiple times. And if we get rejected here again, as you see, we are currently testing it. Watch for a bounce at this lower ascending support trend line. This can potentially be a very good buying opportunity, trying to front run the break above this horizontal resistance. The next target is located at 0.24 cents. Let me zoom in so you can see this better. And from the current price levels, that's approximately a measured move of 35%. From the breakout above that first resistance, that's approximately a measured move of 30%. And if we see a pullback and try to front run the break above the resistance, that's a measured move of approximately 57%. Okay. If the price action pulls back and then breaks below this support yellow trend line, then this is going to be maybe a good time to short this or exit your position. So make sure that you set up a stop loss if you decide to trade this in a more aggressive manner. Okay, guys, that's all I have for you today. These are all the setups that we talked about in this Crypto Blitz episode. Most of them have amazing patterns and the market looks great, guys. Again, if you want to find all the trading setups, all the alpha before they break out right on time, make sure that you join our new VIP premium group, and we give you an 80% forever discount. That's a limited offer only for the first few people who join the group. It costs less than a cup of coffee, less than 65 cents per day. I'm sure most of you have lost way more money trading shitcoins, okay? But even if you are not ready to join the VIP, do me a favor and click the link in the description below and join the free Telegram group, because this is where we post all the free alpha, let's say, okay? We post trading setups, we post ideas when it comes to Bitcoin, we post news, insights, all that kind of stuff. That's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Take care.